I am salty. I have been working on this video for a little over a week now, connecting clues and putting pieces together in hopes of calling the new Agents kit a whole month before they came out. I even said at the beginning of my original video that this prediction was a whole month early and that we would probably not get any new information on the agent for a while. And then this image gets leaked. Like, man, I'm out here feeling good about my prediction, only for this thing to come out and throw everything out of the window. Riot, I'm right there with y'all. I cannot believe the new agent was already leaked. It's not officially confirmed, obviously, but some of the abilities that were leaked as part of their kit does align with what we were expecting, so this seems to be more or less what we will see released in a month from now. The good news is that I did kind of predict two of the abilities, so for that, I'm giving myself a pat on the back. Anyways, today, I'm going to use some of the research I did to dive into the kit we will possibly see for the new agent, as well as give people an idea on how these abilities will work, as I have seen a lot of confusion around the wording. So let's talk about the abilities for the new agent, codename Bounty Hunter. Also, if you're new here, you should definitely subscribe. Prowler. I think this ability is basically confirmed at this point. There was an earlier leak that confirmed that a new totem ability was added into the game that was similar to Sky's totem. This ability essentially tracks the players, initially being controlled by the player until they find a trail/footsteps or the enemy themselves, and then blind the enemy after a few seconds, revealing their location. The wording used by the devs about having an ability that was up close and personal also aligns with this ability. I compare this ability to Jackals from Rainbow Six, in which the player can scan enemy footsteps and momentarily ping their location. Except, Bounty Hunter has to rely on sending this ability in the right direction to reveal an enemy or the lack of one. This can be helpful in clearing corners in certain areas of the map, so I am sure this will be a powerful ability. Prowler will have 2 charges, each costing 300 credits. Seize. Oh, I already know people are going to be mad about this one. Think of Astra's Gravity Well. Except you can't escape this one while it's active unless you use one of your abilities, and you immediately lose health and sound upon being trapped. Deafened will either be the complete removal of sounds or similar to the paranoia effect from Spike Rush. This essentially locks the enemy in place, which offensively can help the player take an advantageous position, and defensively can hold the enemy back from a certain position. It's definitely a good ability. But with 1 charge, it will be similar to a lot of other abilities that are high risk and high reward. It reminds me a lot of Breach in that sense with this Aftershock, so I would say this definitely aligns with the Initiator role. I think Valorant will soon begin to dive more into sound cues, especially after we saw the rework for Yoru which introduced the first fake sound cue. A lot of people also enjoyed the momentary bug that Chamber had of also being able to cue a fake teleport. The removal of sound for players is something to explore going forward for Valorant, and I'm excited to see this ability in action. 1 charge and 200 credits. This one is going to be interesting. Haunt. So this appears to be the passive ability, and from the looks of it, will work as a deterrent that will reveal players while also applying the new debuff, Trail. This will more than likely be an actual trail that lingers behind the player for a certain distance and time, which can help players better locate the enemy. For close range encounters, such as immediately entering the site, this can help reveal players holding close angles. It is a close range version of Sova's arrow, meant to reveal enemies nearby in a similar fashion. Again, to reiterate the fact that devs have been talking about studying Sova's abilities. This is almost all but confirmed. Nightfall. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, in the original video I was making, one of the points I made when talking about the ultimate ability that I was expecting, I didn't expect Riot to copy and paste another agent's ultimate, or have an ultimate that undermines another one. So when I read this part, tell me how this isn't Viper's ult, but maybe a little bit weaker. Depending on how visible the Dark Mist is, this reduces the visibility for enemies within, similar to Viper's. The new debuff Trail is added, and the enemy also becomes deaf, which basically means that they have a harder time finding you in the mist, and if they leave the mist, you can track them down. Oh,
Did I mention it also has DKA similar to Viper's? Again, I don't know, it might be different, but it sounds like a variation of Viper's ult, which I understand was bound to happen, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see the official clips. Anyways, that's the look into the new agent Bounty Hunter, according to the leaks. I'm genuinely surprised that we got leaks this early, but I'm also surprised that none of their abilities have anything to do with hacking. I know a lot of people thought this given the clues we got about the blackmail taking place, but honestly I think it makes sense considering that Valorant still isn't developed out enough to where there are a lot of different agents with equipment that would warrant a hacker. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate you commenting down below your thoughts on the new agent, anything you thought might have been introduced with this new agent, and any other thoughts you may have. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll be seeing you around. I low-key might still release the original video I had as a concept for another agent, but I'll wait on it and see what I think. Thanks for watching.